So guys, I recorded a small video. It's going to go on before this one. So basically I didn't delete a large video, so I only could record a tiny bit of film. So that's going to get uploaded, and then this larger video is going to go through. So it's 6 minutes past 1 now. My mum Jennifer has not called this morning, and I don't know if the letters come in the post that she said she was going to, that she sent out yesterday. So when I went out this morning to walk my dog, there was a plastic bag on the top of the stairs, just a plastic bag, a random plastic bag. But you've got to understand, this is organised harassment and gang stalking. These people are deliberately dropping things so that I see them, because my mum sometimes puts plastic bags in her back jean pockets. So one of the residents in this block has deliberately left a green and white plastic bag on the floor this morning that was filmed by my camera. They also left dangerous bits of wood with metal bits sticking out, which has been filmed. When I went into the bin store this morning, it was the same as last night, stacked full of rubbish, and I couldn't get in there. I didn't throw any rubbish out because I didn't want to contribute to the risk of vermin running around in that bin store with food waste in the bags. Okay. Now I'm competing with a dog barking. We have got mopeds coming up and down Corey's Road randomly, and there's a dog barking going off as soon as I speak and do a YouTube video. So I'm competing against dog barking and mopeds coming up and down the road. The moped started coming up and down the road when I was emailing Keir Starmer. I was emailing Lauren Edwards and Keir Starmer, and no word of a lie, mopeds started going up and down Corey's Road. So I wrote an email to Keir Starmer. It came back saying that I need to go through the government online form. So I filled the government online form in, and I've also emailed Lauren Edwards, and her secretary is Catherine. So I've updated Catherine with the details of what's been going on, which is a serious case. And I've also contacted number 10 Downing Street about this. It's not acceptable, so we're waiting for their response. Basically, this is escalating to the point where I'm being intimidated by mopeds now. It's a time I would walk my dog, you see, so they're driving mopeds up and down the road because they think it frightens me. Now, when I reported incidences to the police in Gloucestershire, they did the same thing. So if I reported someone had a tattoo on his face, the perpetrator was a man with a tattoo in his face, they used to send men of a similar description that I described to the police with tattoos on their faces, and they used to walk up and down the street. That's intimidation. That's intimidating somebody. That's trying to scare them to stop being a witness as well, because I am a witness to what's happened to my mother. I'm a witness as to what's happened related to child abuse. I'm a witness, and they're trying to intimidate me to shut my mouth. So I've just sent an email off to Lauren Edwards saying that I filled in a police form last night and I was driven at by a moped on the pavement, and now they're sending people on mopeds down Corey's Road as I'm writing emails to MP secretaries, number 10 Downing Street. This is intimidation. Now, a similar thing happened to Brian Harvey, and he's a prisoner in his own home because of it. He's got a metal gate that protects him from people coming into his house. So he reported abuse. He reported something that he had seen, and he's a target. So he lives blocked off from the world because he's being intimidated and harassed like myself. Because I've reported abuse myself. We are targets, right? Now, I have been threatened, I've been intimidated, and they're driving vehicles towards me on the pavement, which is for pedestrians to walk on. It's illegal to drive vehicles on the pavement, and yet because there's no police action, right, the police do nothing, they don't even find out who's doing it, they're continuing to harass and put my life in danger because no one's doing anything about it. So today I'm waiting for a call from my GP Maritime Health. I'm expecting a call today, but they don't give me a specific time, so it could be between 9 and 6 p.m. So I'm stuck here in my flat. I've not gone out anywhere. I don't drive, so I haven't gone out in a car. So I'm here in my flat waiting for a GP's phone call over the phone. So I told you I've been inside my flat. I've constructed 2 emails. They've been sent off. I have to write a letter to somebody else. It has to be a handwritten letter, and my writing is completely different to my mother Jennifer's. So I've got to send a handwritten letter off in the post, and that's going to be tricky because of the vehicles coming onto the pavement. In my opinion, not running me over, but saying, look, if you don't shut my mouth, zoom. I believe it as a threat and intimidation tactic. So this morning I took Max out for a walk here. My neighbour had gone out upstairs early morning with his kids, obviously to take them to school. I don't have children living in my flat. So I went out of the building, I walked up onto the field, and there was a police car outside Rochester Riverside office with a gentleman police officer, and the car engine was running, and I took down the number plate and walked past the car. I didn't look at the driver, I didn't hover about it, and I didn't do anything wrong. I walked on, that's intimidation and provocation, because I'd filled in a police form last night about the harassment I'm experiencing, and the police have not got back to me about it. There's something suspicious and sinister going on. So they taunt me with a police vehicle. So I walk onto the field, and there's a guy with a black dog in front of me, a man with Harley, the black dog, in front of me, a black dog called Harley. I walk behind this gentleman, keeping a distance. There was a woman walking in red with long hair and glasses with a dog. I walked past her, and then I walked around the field, and as I was coming off the field, 2 ladies with my colour hair with bits of grey in it looked at me, undid the collar from their dog and the lead, and let the dog loose, and they left it standing there while they walked off and left the dog unattended. I can't believe what's going on. It's deliberate and done on purpose, right in front of cameras. They don't fucking care. They don't care. So I continued to walk home, came into my flat, and here I am waiting for a phone call from my GP. I don't know if the bin store's being cleaned out, because I haven't been in there since this morning, early this morning, so I don't know if someone's come out to clean it. I'm dealing with all this. We had a white van park outside my property with music on full blast. A white van with music blaring outside my bedroom window. That's been logged and dated, because it's evidence of the nuisance and the harassment, and people taking no notice of it, and it's being allowed to escalate where I'm nearly run over on the pavement, trying to stop me from doing my YouTubes and going outside my flat and enjoying my life on my own. And I'm an independent adult. I don't need, they're trying to keep me shut in my doors like Brian Harvey. He's a prisoner in his own home. Because that's what they do to people that expose the truth. That is what they do. So I inside my flat just now, I said to somebody, oh, I think I better check my post. One of the neighbours comes out, presses the lift button and goes back indoors. I just said that to somebody in my flat, oh, I think I better check the post. Somebody comes out of the flat that way, walks along to the lift, presses the buttons and comes back in. And I've got a spy hole to see who's near my front door. Spy hole. So I can see who it is. And that's why I'm going to get a door camera. And I took advice from the police and they said you're very welcome to get a door camera. Because we need evidence of who's stalking me and hovering around my door and whatever they're doing. So, I will be going out to check the post and I'll be taking my phone with me in case anybody harasses me in the hallway or the stairs. Because neighbours started walking behind my delivery drivers and bringing dogs towards them as well as me. Which is going to put a delivery driver obviously delivering to my address. And how am I going to eat if they're trying to intimidate me going to the shop and they're intimidating the delivery drivers? How am I supposed to get food? So we have a post lady called Hazel. We have a post woman called Hazel. And I haven't seen her as yet, but I'm going to go downstairs, which I've every right to do, to check my mailbox and take my rubbish out. So we're going to be doing that a bit later on. See you later.